This is the Wuben G5 Everyday Carry Light, or ECL. This is a absolutely tiny little light. It's got a whole bunch of different functions, and you know, I got to be honest with you, I'm extremely impressed with this little light. This has a white light and also a RGB light diode right there. Very powerful for its little form factor. The way you adjust the light settings is simply through this little dial knob right there. You have a little clip that can be adjusted from the front to the side to the rear, no problem. And what is absolutely unique about this is that it has a 180-degree rotating head. Now that is pretty cool. This will cost you about 40 Australian dollars. And in this video, I'm going to be covering everything you want to know about this torch. If you're interested in this for yourself, check out the link in the description and you can get yourself a Wuben G5. Anyways, my name is John. This is Gel Reviews. Let's get into the video. Please subscribe. So the G5 comes in a very well packaged little case like this. I actually do really appreciate the way Wuben packages their torches. It makes you feel like it's a premium quality product because the packaging actually looks pretty darn good. On the rear side here, we have the table here that shows how long the light will last for. So that's a very helpful resource. Otherwise, let's open this thing up. So we slide it out. Now I have already opened this up. So this just gives you a general impression what to expect, okay? And there it is. Now it will come already packaged inside some nice plastic little packaging. I've already removed it. But then on the underside, we will also have some cables, lanyards, and extra things that normally come with torches. And you also have the manual, a very well written manual, I might add too. Very easy to understand. So kudos to Wuben for actually making good quality manuals like this. So let's actually take out the G5. First things first is this thing is absolutely tiny. Like if you have one of those little cigarette lighters, those Zippo lighters, this is the same size. I just can't stress, this is a tiny torch. It's made out of, I think, some form of aluminium. It's metallic, really just feels good. Up on the bottom, there is a magnet sign because this is actually magnetic, and I'll show you that very shortly. Up on the side here, we have a clip. This clip spins all around. It swivels, and just take a look how it works. It pulls out and then it turns. When it's in that position, it's in the locked position. Just a slight pull and you can clip it onto a hat, a shirt, a pocket, a backpack strap, whatever you want from that side, or you can do the same thing up on the other side. I do like the design of the clip, and once it's locked into place, it ain't going anywhere. This has the Wuben G5 logo emblazoned up on the side. There is a lock symbol, a light symbol, and then the battery symbol. The reason for that is this is a switch that turns the Wuben G5 on and off. So at the moment, this is locked. So anytime this is down, that means it ain't gonna work. It is in the locked position. To make it work, we simply turn it on and it clips into the first divot. Off, on. You can open up the USB-C port simply by sliding it all the way up and it exposes the port. Otherwise, generally, this sliding switch will cover it, but now it's in the on position and off. So that's pretty cool. You know, you're not having to fumble around with the main switch here, trying to figure out some kind of a lock function. You know, some switches you have to hold it for 4 seconds, press it for 4 seconds. On the G5, locked, done deal, it's off, it ain't turning on. The next thing you will notice here is there is a dial button here. Inside, it has some switching systems there where it is at the top end or the lower end of the illumination scale, and I'll show that to you shortly. It has simply one button that does it all. That is it. The other thing that it has is, and this is what makes this light very unique, not just that it's small, but that it has a 180-degree turning head. That is as far as it turns there. It goes upwards, it goes that way. Very handy to have. upon a little torch. It gives you options as to how you want to direct the light. It's got two light diodes. The one up on the left is the main light, and that will throw out your white light. Upon the right hand side, that's your RGB light, and it's got a plethora of different colors in there. It's very, very cool as well. Now, in terms of power, well, the lowest setting here is 2 lumens, and its most powerful setting is 400 lumens. For a torch of this size, I am very, very impressed. Like, this is a teeny torch, and it shines up to 400 lumens. Okay, so we'll turn the torch on to its lowest setting. Turn it up a little bit brighter. And that's at its maximum light output. That's 400 lumens right there. Then we turn it back down. And if you double press it, it'll turn it straight onto its turbo mode. There we go. Gives off quite a bit of light for this tiny cigarette lighter, pocket-sized torch. Let's chuck it into a couple of its different colored modes. We'll hold it down for 2 seconds. This is in its RGB mode. If we rotate it to its various different colors, like this, we can see the dog. Various different colors, that's its red. There we go, it's blue light. Chuck it into its green light. So various different colored modes. Hold it down for 2 seconds. It goes back to its normal white light. Very, very handy little light to have. Go on, girl, let's go. Come on. So first things first, you can actually see how much battery power there is inside the G5. We turn it to the on position, there we go. And we simply hold this down for about 2 seconds. When the blue light illuminates for about 4 seconds, that is at 90% to 100% capacity. It's fully charged. If that light was to shine for 4 seconds flashing, it means it's probably like around 60 to 80%. If the light turned red, it would mean like it's 25 to 50%. If it was a red flashing light, then it means it's getting low on juice and it's going to be time to charge it soon. So that's a cool, simple way that you can tell just how much battery life you have left. Now, turning it on is simply one button press, and it goes upon the main white light as to whatever setting you had it on last. It has a memory function in it, so it remembers your last setting. Now, once it's on, you will notice the dial here will sort of adjust your levels, okay? If I go all the way up and then it flashes once, it means it's reached its lowest limit. There we go. It'll just flash. That's at its lowest setting. That is like 2 lumens there. And, you know, it's pretty darn good. 2 lumens should last you, according to the box, about 65 hours. 2 lumens, 65 hours. That's pretty good if you just need like a little light. Now, if I put it up all the way to its brightest setting, whoops, it's flashed there, meaning it's at its limit. That's 400 lumens, which will last 50 minutes according to the box there. 50 minutes on its highest setting. If you want to chuck it straight up to its turbo mode or its max mode, 400 lumens, a double press will do the trick. Watch this. Straight up. And that's 400 lumens with 2 taps. We can change it to RGB mode. The way we do that is simply by holding that for about 1 or 2 seconds. And there you go. Now, all of these RGB light modes are 10 lumens. We change the light color simply by scrolling the dial knob, whichever color tickles your fancy, okay? When you press it twice, it goes into beacon mode. To change to other beacon modes in different colors, we double press the main button. That takes us back to just a standard constant light. You pick what color you want, say red, then I double click the button again, and it goes into beacon mode. This also has what I like to call a police mode. This is a red and blue mode. You double click the button, and it'll go to a green and red flash. Double click it again, and it goes into a yellow and red flash. I like to call this the police mode. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, it's got a magnetic base on there, so you can actually attach it to things up here that's got a metal base and turn it on, one button press. Now, something that would have been better with the Wuben G5 is for the magnet to be a little bit more stronger, because it's not as great in that orientation. Okay, it's okay if you were to go like that, that's no problem. But the moment you spin it like this, it wants to fall. So I think the magnet definitely could have been stronger upon the base, but if you're hanging it upside down, no problem at all. Now you might have a backpack, and you can actually attach this because you've got this clip that stretches out to the rear, and you might want to clip this to your front like that. Put your torch out the front, turn it on. Maybe you want to have the RGB mode, and you've got a nice little light there up on the front. Change your colors there, but you can have it up on your backpack. And let's not forget that we can attach this to a standard baseball cap. Simply orient the clip in the correct side that you want it on, back or the front, and we just clip it on. And then suddenly you have a light that works from your cap. You can change it to whatever setting you want, put it onto low. There we go. Yeah, pretty handy if you've got a hat and you just want a torch at the top there. Yeah, it's great. It's pretty bright actually. So that's it guys, that's the Wuben G5. Don't forget, if you're interested in getting one of these for yourself, check out the link in the description of this video. And I think you'll be pleasantly impressed with this amazing little light. I actually like it a lot. I do wish that the magnet was a bit better. Apart from that, I can't fault it. Powerful little light to have. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.